the Bentusi said, "No one returns."
The nebula is incredibly rich in energy and resources. Energy levels are so high that our sensors are having trouble compensating. Begin harvesting the nebula while we recalibrate the sensors.
Hey everyone, it's Max, and welcome to episode 7 of Homeworld. And that's right, we're moving on. We got things to do today, and we have arrived at the nebula. So let's talk about the next couple of missions and what's happened up to the story thus far. Now, of course, up to this point, the whole premise and game of Homeworld is that you're playing 16 missions to reclaim your homeworld. But within these 16 missions, there's actually smaller 3 or 4 mission storylines that are happening. So, like, the first 3 missions were about you actual discovery and usage of the hyperdrive system, and really the loss of the world that you've known as home this entire time. And then, of course, the next couple of missions 4 and 5, were all about revenge. You wanted revenge against the tyrannic raiders, and you wanted revenge against the people who attacked your your world, and you got revenge. And then, of course, you, with revenge done, you're now moving on to getting closer to the home world, and this is where missions 6, 7, and 8 come in. 6 is pretty standard as a singularity, few meteors, no big deal. 7 and 8, though, 7 and 8, let me tell you. They are the 2 hardest missions in the game in my eyes. I think they are anyway. We're just going to launch some stuff here. As far as I'm concerned, they are by far the hardest missions of the game. Now, I say that because even though in later missions you're taking on large amounts of enemies and big numbers and big stakes, nothing is worse than the enemy you're about to face here. I can take on a brute. I got big ships, he's got big ships, we all got big ships, we'll fight it out. But nothing's worse than trying to fight an enemy with hundreds of little mini mosquito ships. They're the worst. They sting you, and they sting you, and they sting you some more until you're dead. And then they sting you some more again. Oh, it's painful. Painful, painful, painful. I just cannot say it enough. It's very painful. So I'm just gonna build up. You know what? I'm gonna build a few more ships. That's right, because I have the cash flow. Repair corvettes. Let's just build some of that. So with that, let's talk about what we got going on here. Unit 1, move out there. Unit 2. Now, I've done this a couple of different ways. I've tried doing mixed resources with interceptors and attack bombers and corvettes in like 2 groups. And then, of course, I have these guys here. I'll have 2 of them. And I'm going to have 2 of them. And then I'm going to have Group 3. Group 3 is going to come out here, park up a little bit. But we don't want a full movement on 3. I just want to kind of get them ready. So that I just want to get them out of this military parade formation and get them moved up here to begin their assault when it happens. I don't believe there's any research at the moment, so we're good to go there. Now, see how they're starting to come together? I'm gonna just tell them to cancel orders here. That will do.
Reporting for duty.
And we're gonna take this group of group 10, and they're gonna do that. In fact, I get me some more repair corvettes out here. I'm gonna have me signing all these guys up for repair corvettes. That's right.
Reporting for duty.
It's repair corvette day.
Report command received.
So that should be 2 more, right? In fact, let's actually build even. We'll even build 4 for you guys. These guys, these stinging guys, these guys are bad. They're just bad. And we'll even build like an additional 10 interceptors just because I can.
Production underway.
The more the merrier. And we're going to launch them defenders.
Defender complete. Launching.
And then we're going to launch them repair corvettes.
Launch.
And once the interceptors are done, we'll launch them too. Now, of course, all this extra preparation is basically I could probably do it with the 2 fleets I have. And but I'm really going for broke here. Why not? You know, I must admit I'm having a decent game around this time. And we're gonna just move this one. This is my one drone frigate. Now, like I said, drone frigates, they look really cool. They're gonna take care of our little mosquito problem somewhat, but they're not gonna be great at it, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be. They don't have to be great at it. Though I wish they would be super great at it.
Standing by.
Okay, now we're gonna tell these guys to protect that.
Support is on the way. Hang in there.
All right. Now to launch the interceptors. How many more we got of those? Okay, so you're building 5 more of those. Okay, so while we're waiting for all that to come together, I'm going to actually cut the video here just for a second. I'm just going to check the timers on it to make sure that it's running okay. Making video is always a little tricky with this new software. So I'm just going to cut the timers here, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. And yeah, we got a mess on the go, but we always have a mess on the go. So we are ready to start the harvest process. So I'm going to actually tell this resource collector right here to start harvesting, and this will start the trigger process here momentarily. Now, so what we've done is we built 15 defenders.
Mothership.
Let's have a look at them. Just one of you guys. Now these things are all cooped up, but when they open up, they've got like 3 rotary guns each, and they'll shoot at anything coming close. So their whole job is, I just want them to park around here and make sure that they're protected. Because I'll tell you right now, the second the enemy attacks, he's going to come after the resource collectors. It's one of his biggest targets. What can I tell you? Let's see here. I want them repair 3 repair corvettes, and I want them repairing these guys right here. So of course we're just making sure everybody's got all nice and covered. Group 3 is on ready. Group 2, I built 10 additional interceptors, so now each group's got 10 interceptors and 5 or 6 heavy corvettes. So that's 1. There's 2. We're ready to go. They even got 2 of their own corvettes protecting the corvettes here. We have 3 repair corvettes, so when the trigger starts, we're good to go. And the trigger will start, and of course he's doing his job. He's guarding him. He's making sure everything's okay. That's right, he's just making sure it's all good. Now, one thing about nebulas, of course, you got a lot. I'm telling you, nebulas in space shows. I'm telling you, it's a mess. So this is a mess, right? Like I can't tell anything, right? I got 50 circles. I got 500 red dots. Everything's a bad guy out here. It's just a mess. I don't even know where to start. But these lines are not a mess. These lines are nebula gas, and they are great for collection. Um, there are thousands of dollars worth of gas out here, but it takes forever to collect. It is very painful to collect it, and so we're gonna do what we can. We're gonna do the best we can, and I won't say I will save you the torture on that. Thank goodness, because you'll thank me for that. Because as you can see, this collecting just one loaded ship takes forever to run to these veins and just run from vein to vein and load up the gas. It just takes a long time. It's very painful. But I do expect the trigger to happen here. As soon as that gets full, it's like it's so close. And I'm going to park him right in behind the mothership there so he gets lots of protection. And I'm just waiting for the trigger now, right? So I'm even getting ready to move him. So he's headed back to the mothership. Here we go. There. So that takes care of him.
Closing with the mothership. Sensor instability in this region makes it difficult to identify. Prepare the ambassador.
So we'll let this play out, and then we'll get back to the story. Oh, I really hate these guys. I'd rather fight Ty Dan any day than these guys.
This is the garden of Kadesh. For 13 generations we have protected it from the unclean. The tyrannic raiders who came before you refused to join and were punished for this trespass. Like theirs, your ship has already defiled this holy place. If you have come to join, we welcome you, and will spare you your ship until all have disembarked. If you have come to consume the garden, you will be removed at once. What are your intentions?
We were unaware of the significance of this location. We mean you no conflict. Please allow us time to prepare our engines so that we may withdraw as requested.
If you will not join, then die. There is no withdrawal from the garden.
Well, that didn't go well. Everybody wants to kill us. Oh, here we go. I really hate these guys. I really do. 8,000 bees and these fuel pods. These pods have got to go. And note that his ship took off to the right. Well, it'd be my left. It's my right looking it this way, but left from the mothership if I was looking outward. Come on. Let me shoot this guy and get it on. Alright.
Delay the attacking ships while Fleet Command charges the hyperdrive module. We should have the range to jump clear of the nebula.
Launch on target.
Boom.
Group 3 receiving. Engaging Group 1 responding. Group 2 to combat stations. Group 2. Group 3 to combat stations. Target confirmed. Group 3 reporting. We've got contact. Target acquired.
Oh yeah.
Copy,
Hyperspace
Look at these little,
tracking.
look at these little
8
bumblebees.
Target acquired.
Terrible, terrible things. Group 1, clean this up. Group 2, clean this up.
Target acquired. Engaging.
Alright.
Group 3 responding. Coordinates confirmed.
So of course, his ship has now moved off
Station.
to over here. And we will want to continue on our way.
Receiving. Target confirmed. Group 2 copies.
See his fuel, see his little ships? They're useless without gas.
Where are those orders?
Totally useless.
Group 1. Group 2 receiving. Attack complete. Group 2 is on holding pattern.
No. Where did his ship go?
Plan acknowledged. Group 2 reporting. Group 3 copies.
Now, we're actually going to send Group 1 back. Oh,
Destination
he
confirmed.
tricked me.
Group 3.
That was very sneaky of him.
Attack clearance receiving. Intercept course punched in.
See, this is one of the big problems with the nebula, right? You just can't see anything. Alright, so there's his ship. But we don't want to go near his ship. The worst thing you can do is take your fleet near his ship. His ship can boogie. And not only that, he
The
will
enemy
run
is relying
over
heavily
you.
on fighter-class ships. Our research division reports it can design a new type of corvette specially suited to combat multiple fighters. Begin research as soon as possible. Enemy forces are concentrating on our resource collectors. Allocate combat vessels to protect them.
Attack complete. Holding pattern locked in. Group 3 receiving.
So of course, once again, the fuel pods are the target here, right? So we took care of the fuel pods. Fighters are done,
Group 1
right?
acknowledged.
All good in the neighborhood. Now we're going to send Group 1 back out here because he'll be getting ready. Oh, look at that. See, he's getting ready to launch his next wave. And they'll be coming over here.
Heading set.
Now,
Group 1 receiving. Target confirmed. Group 2 copies. Engaging. Group 3 responding.
we want those.
Group 2.
He's got such nice jet trails. Not exactly. You know, I'm not saying that's the thing, you know, you go looking for when you're in the middle of an attack, but, you know, it's just one of those things. Yeah, these fuel pods are toast. That's what we like to
Collector
see.
under attack.
Alright. Stop right there. Stop right there. Now we gotta watch this guy. We gotta watch this guy real careful, right? So of course his ships run out of fuel. They are useless. So far so good.
On our way. Underway.
Oh, we're not supposed to be shooting him. We're not supposed to shoot him. Don't shoot him. Ah.
Destination confirmed.
So you can see now why we don't shoot him. This is going to get real cranky real quickly.
Group 3 target acquired. Group 2 intercept course punched in. Target confirmed.
So Group 3 has now got to hightail it as fast as they can go
Underway.
because his ship is very upset.
This is Group 3. Where are those orders?
Okay, so we're going to try to pull a fast and dirty on him. We're going to pull up a 1 high. Group 2 has got to get rid of these fuel pods, though, unfortunately, because now I can't use Group 3 to do that, so Group 2 has got to deal with this.
Intercept course punched in.
We'll even force Group 1 to help on this one, while Group 3 tries to do this maneuver around.
Group 3 under fire. Requesting orders. Acknowledged. Awaiting assignment. Support is on the way. Hang in there. Reporting enemy contact. Receiving.
Frigate lost.
Ah, terrible, terrible. We should not have lost that frigate. Group 3, keep going. He is trying to. He is definitely trying to ram us now.
Destination locked in. Group 2 to combat stations. Group 2 report on target. Target acquired. Group 3 acknowledged.
Come on, Group 3, get up, get up, get up. You gotta keep going.
Destroyed. Entering holding pattern. Group 3 under attack. Repeat. Group 3 under fire. Group 1 responding. Target acquired. Acknowledged. Group 3 engaging.
So we're basically forcing him to chase us all over the place here. And having to do it the quick way too, because this is getting nasty really fast.
Entering holding pattern. Group 1. Group 2 responding.
So of course his ship also comes with an ion cannon, which is what I'm trying to outrun. He is making it very difficult though.
Resourcer under attack.
Okay.
Group 3. Attack complete. Holding pattern locked in.
Collector under attack.
So let's have a look over here. We'll get
Mothership.
those defenders to clean that up.
Target confirmed.
Can't be having that. We'll get them aggressive.
Group 3 to combat stations.
Target destroyed. Holding pattern locked in.
So you can tell he is still chasing me down. He is trying some hard. Finally, he's going to give up the attack. He's finally given it up. Okay, well that's a good thing. But now we've got to get Unit 1 over here to see what's going on. So we got a lot of dead fighters in the water.
Under attack.
Where's Group 2? So Group 1 and Group 2. So his ship's just sailing around now. Alright, so we can slowly bring Group 3 back into the fold.
Charging. Ready in 1 minute.
Okay, so here comes his next attack.
Mothership. Mothership.
Group 2 reporting.
Alright. Group 2, Group 1, get these fuel pods. Once again, the fuel pods are the target. I want to go after his little ships really badly, but I can't do that, and because he chased Group 3 around so bad. Notice my continuous maneuvering though. 3-dimensional maneuvering, I managed to finally outrun him, and in the end, it paid off. He ignored the ships. We've got to get this last fuel pod though.
Attack clearance received.
These fuel pods cannot survive.
Attack complete.
Alright, and now we will
Logistics
clean up.
module fully charged.
Group 10 reporting enemy contact.
Coordinate set. Engage hyperdrive.
Target acquired.
Now, if I try to engage the hyperdrive, it's not going to work. His ship has a space inhibitor on it. So, you know what? You don't even bother. You just take your fleet and now you attack him head on. This is where the attack now really begins. So, you notice my fleet is now coming down, and as soon as they start the attack, we are actually going to do a move attack. So I'm telling him to come. I'm telling them now, come down, start your attack run. I will get group. You know what? I'll get Group 1 to go dock. Group 2 can go dock. Oh, well, you know what? No free timeouts for you. You guys have got work to do. Group 3. We got to get rid of these pods first. And he just launched a whole lot of pods. This is really bad.
Enemy units closing on Group 3.
There we go.
Course punched in. Group 1 acknowledged. Target confirmed. Group 2 receiving. What's the call? Group 1, target confirmed.
Now, Group 3 has still got to work on that. We got rid of the fuel pods. We have now begun our assault on his ship, and it has got to go. Now, he's going to try all kinds of things here.
This is Group 3.
So Group 3 has begun its assault.
Group
Group 1 is cleaning up any little fighters. Group 2 is cleaning up any little fighters. I don't want them attacking that mothership, though.
Clearance received. This is Group 2. We're low on fuel. Attack complete. Holding pattern.
There we go. His ship's on fire now. He'll take off here in a second.
Group 3.
There he goes. See you later.
This is Group 1.
And boom, he's gone. All right.
Group 2. We're in the red. Fuel low.
Okay, so now we can tell everybody to head home. So we'll get Group 1 to dock with the mothership.
Mothership.
Locked on to mothership.
Mothership.
Con enabled. Locked on to
And
mothership.
Group 3, how did we do? So we did lose one of the ion frigates, I think. Yeah, we did lose one of my ion frigates. All in all, not bad. I would have to say that's a pretty good deal. Now, in a usual run here, don't be surprised if you lose one destroyer and at least one. I would say if you lose one destroyer and you lose 2 ion array frigates and possibly 1 or 2 ion frigates, don't beat yourself up over it, because like I said, I've been doing this for a long time, but a lot of players, the swarmers are killers, and you've got to focus on them fuel pods. You notice I ignored them. I ignored the fighters every time. As soon as them fuel pods came out, I had everything attack those, and that is important. I cannot stress that enough. Now, I got to see what's left here of my resource collectors. Sure enough, he did not get the collectors. This is actually a good deal. One of the things is that he usually does get to blow up one or both of the collectors. It's an unfortunate loss, but it is a loss that happens. And I am now going to tell these guys to go harvest, and we get to take a break here for like a while, and I will save you the torture time. So now that he is gone, it continues to play the music through, but we are actually going to harvest all of these lines, and it will take probably the better part of 3/4 of an hour. So with that, I will stop the recording here. As you can see, the harvesters are already going in 2 different directions. Gee whiz. Nothing like making it hard on me. Alright, fine. And we'll get everybody straightened up here, and we'll bring you on back with a cut. So, see you shortly. Hey everyone, welcome back. And so we have finished up collecting all the gas dust from all this. Now the lines still appear on the sensors manager, but you notice the sensors manager is a lot more calm now that the enemy is gone. Like, yeah, you get some blipping, but it's not totally freaking out. Just the way it is. In this particular case, though, these veins have all been cleared up, and we are good to go. So what did I do? Well, first of all, I probably collected about, I think it was about 6,000 in RU. So we spent every dollar. This is no time to hold back, and you'll notice here that it looks like the fleet has really grown. It has. First things first, built a second of my own destroyers. Now, you may not have this option, and it is not an option to do only if you're really, really kicking butt and you are flush with cash. Should you be building your own extra destroyers? Now, the reason is because of what's going on over here. But I had the extra cash, so I built a 4th destroyer, so I have 2 of my own plus the 2 captured. Now that's because of what's going on over here. I replaced the ion frigate that I lost in the battle, and I built one more, and I now cannot build any more. Now this is important to note.
Maximum number of ion cannon frigates reached.
That's right, the maximum number has been reached, and that is important. So you'll notice here we have basically 10 10 frigate class ships, 3 assault frigates with guns, 1 drone frigate, and 6 of the ion gun frigates. That's important because you've got to know what the limitations of the game are. And we want to build these out before I start capturing any more ships. Now, on the next mission, I'm going to hopefully capture some more ships. And they go against your total. So it's like 10's the maximum before you can build any more. And you've got to drop below 10 before you can build again. But I never plan to be below 10 ever again. So you might as well build up to the limit now. And that is why I took the extra cash and built 1 more of my own ion frigates to max out this number, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm never going below 10 again. So I might as well get the biggest bang for my buck. So if I have 10 now and I capture 50, that's 60 ships. But if I didn't build those 2 now and I captured 50, well, that's only 58. I can't build 2 more to up it to 60. I could have all the cash in the world and still can't build. So you might as well spend the cash and build up. Now this is, though you very rarely ever reach that in fighter status. This, of course, is, we've got 2 groups going on here of fighters evenly distributed for the next attack. I've beefed up my interceptors. I meant to only build 30. I built 33. I don't know why. 15 interceptors for Group 1 and 2. I had 8 heavy corvettes left over from the attack, so 4 for each group have now been divided up. And our research have given us these new corvettes, and these are called the multi-gun corvette. The nice part, the difference between a normal corvette and the multi-gun corvette is, here, we'll have a look at them. Here's our normal heavy corvette with 2 guns on it, okay? And then here is our multi-gun corvette with 6 guns. That's right, this thing gonna kick. Yeah, so them things, them little firefly bees and all that stuff, they are going to take a pounding on the next round. Of course, the trick here is that we got to get to the next round, and so we built how many of those? I built 12 of those, divided them into 2 groups of 6 for groups 1 and 2. So now groups 1 and 2 are pretty beefy at about 25 ships apiece, so, or 27 ships for that one, 26 on this one. So between the interceptors and the 10 corvettes class ships, each of these groups is pretty beefy to handle up those pods on the next mission. We still have my 15 defenders that I did build, and their job will be just to stay with the mothership and the collectors on the next mission as well. Next mission is the exact same as this mission, times 3. In other words, there are going to be not 1, but 3 enemy motherships, and they will surround you, and they all launch pods, and it's very evil. So these 15 defenders are going to hang out with the mothership and basically just protect the mothership and the collectors. Now, I did relaunch my salvage corvettes because I wanted to check their numbering. We did not let them out on this mission, and if you let your salvage corvettes out on mission 7 or 8, you are taking a chance, especially on 7. We have no choice. There should be no reason on 7 that they should be out. They should be indoors of the mothership, nice and safe. That's why we keep the X in. And we'll just make sure we put my X back in there right now. We checked Group 10. These are my healing ships, of course, and my healing repair corvettes, and they're doing well. We're gonna get them to do the same thing as we did in the last one. We're going to heal up our corvettes with a couple of each. We got Group 3 we're going to give some to, and we're going to give some to the mothership. We will be launching the salvage corvettes on the next mission, though, so I wanted to make sure that I had them all numbered up and ready to rock and roll, and that's because on the next mission, he's got a new ship, and it's called the Ion Beam Frigate. This thing is the gem of Ion frigate ships. It's beautiful. It's got 4 ion cannons in the size smaller than this. So while this only has 1 cannon in it, his ships will have 4 ion cannons. It's a beautiful ship, and we want them all. And as far as I know, I think there's 8 of them, and I want all 8. And it will be a hard fight because his little bumblebee fly ships will tear my salvage corvettes apart. So it's going to be quite the battle, and that's how it's going to be. But for now, it's really simple. The way it's going to be is with the attack now over in the nebula. We are now hoping just to jump away and move on to our next destination towards Homeworld. Will we make it? Stay tuned for the next episode. And with that, this is Max signing off. And we'll see you on Mission 8, where it's going to get started right away, real heavy. Hang on to your socks.
Autodock commencing. Hyperspace initiated. Hyperdrive jump failed. The quantum waveform collapsed due to some kind of inhibitor field.
Analyzing field. Continue to protect the mothership until the source is located.
Of course, the source has already been located. That, of course, was the warning from I gave you earlier. And because we've already destroyed that mothership, that actually doesn't exist. And you
The
notice that
inhibitor field has disappeared.
Yes, and we can now jump again.
Is fully functional.
So this is why it was important that we destroyed that other ship beforehand, because I knew that was going to happen. So now we'll do the hyperspace jump again, and this time we're good to go.
Auto docking. Hyperspace engaged.